happened during practice, but just a little tightness. I didn't want to push it and potentially make it worse. So I just told the training staff and shut me down.
Concerning?
No, just I kind of get one every camp, but it's just whether I play through it or it just times up on an off day the next day or something like that. But it's just a little tightness. Just get in the treatment room, ice it up, and you'll be all right.
How long does it usually take you to work through?
Couple days or so. So we'll see.
Does that complicate things for Friday night?
I'm sure. I hadn't spoken to anybody, whether it be coach or training staff or anybody about Friday night. But I'm sure it cloudies it up a little bit.
And is that frustrating, or how frustrating?
I'm not frustrated. I just got to make sure I'm, listening to my body, make sure I'm going about this the right way, because I don't want to, ignore something and then have another major setback.
Is this maybe a little bit of a lesson learned? Maybe last year you would try to push through it?
Probably. So definitely anytime I feel something that's substantial, that's something that I don't want to push through, I'm definitely going to, let the training staff know and let people know, as opposed to trying to push through it and just, counting my time out there and wanting to make the best of it no matter what. Just being a little, just being smarter about things.
What has your body been? You said you're listening to your body. What has your body been telling you throughout camp?
That I've been great, man. I mean, I went through one of my biggest workloads last week and came back the next day and practiced, and everything felt good. No pain, no ailments, nothing like that. So my body's been responding well to the, wear and tear of camp. So I'm excited about that, and I just want to keep, putting things forward. Obviously, with the game on Friday, another practice tomorrow. We'll see how I feel, come tomorrow. But we'll just take it one day at a time.
Victor, in your absence, some of the other lesser-known guys got to shine today. How does it make you feel to see guys like KJ, Anthony, Roger? How does it make you feel to see guys like them succeed?
It's good, man. It's good to see those guys, especially in the meeting room. You see those guys understanding it, getting it, kind of going through the learning curve and the learning process in the meeting room. So for them to come out here and put it together, it looks good and it feels good.
How have you and Eli done in terms of chemistry so far during this camp?
We've done well. Obviously, we've worked into it a little bit. We've worked into it come the upcoming days here, and I think it's good. I think obviously we understand each other very well. I know where he likes the ball, where he likes his routes to be, where he wants his receivers to be on specific routes. So that's it's not a big learning curve there, but I think we're building our timing as we come along.
Vic, obviously you've known Coach McAdoo for a while. How has he adjusted as head coach? How have you seen so far? Is there a change in him at all?
Not really. It's been pretty seamless, to be honest with you. He's just, he goes about things accordingly, the same way he did when he was our offensive coordinator. Obviously, it's just his philosophy. He's preaching it to the entire team now, as opposed to just the offense. So I think defensively, it takes him, it's just a different person applying his philosophies on what he feels like the team should be and how we want it to be this year. So other than that, everything's pretty much straightforward.
Except for the music. We heard some difference with the music and some shorter meetings.
The meetings are still long.
Okay.
But the music is definitely new. And I think it's just something to just, continue to keep us motivated, continue to keep us upbeat out there. And I think it's worked.
Is it difficult to tell yourself, if I don't play Friday, okay, the important thing is I'm ready for Dallas?
I think the important thing is just my health in general. No matter when I'm ready, how I'm ready, whatever the case may be, I think just the continued success of having good health each and every time I'm out, I think that's the goal. Obviously, you look short term and think Dallas, but you just want to be ready. You just want to be ready whenever that time comes. You want to make sure your body is fully back to 100% before you step out.
Victor, did you have anything in your head at all? I mean, it wasn't really your choice, but when you looked at this and said, you know what, 2 preseason games should be good, 3 would be good, 4, did you have kind of an idea?
I didn't. I obviously coming into camp, I just wanted to be in camp. I just wanted to come out here and play, run around, catch some footballs. But I didn't have a particular number in my head as to when or how many games I would play. But whatever it is, whatever's thrown in front of me, I'll handle it accordingly.
Before this groin tightness, did you fully anticipate to play Friday night?
In my mind, yeah. Obviously, there was until spoken to or said otherwise by someone else, I thought I was going to be with everybody else going out there to play however many number of snaps that there are. But yeah, so I expected to play a little bit.
Victor, over this training camp process, you've gotten to experience some of the defensive newcomers firsthand. Who stood out to you in your mind in terms of guys, like Eli, guys like Janoris, guys like Darian?
I think obviously Eli Apple stands out. Obviously, guys like Janoris and DRC from Marty obviously always stands out. But obviously, everyone's coming into the fold. We got a good crew of corners out there that know how to put their hands on people, know how to cover and guard people very well. So they got a good crew of guys over there.
You said earlier in training camp there would be a moment in camp or a moment in a game where you knew you were back.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come close to that yet, or?
I've come close to that. I think there's a couple of routes or a couple of plays that I made, whether it be one-on-ones or in the 7-on-7 period, where I felt that feeling of being myself. I felt that change of direction, kind of those cuts that feel like myself, and obviously they'll continue to get better as the reps go up.
How natural is it though for you to feel like, okay, you're coming back in and played almost 2 years in a game, that if you weren't going to come back and be yourself right away? Is that accurate to say that, or you kind of thought maybe, or you kind of think that you are?
I knew it was going to take, a day-to-day process, whether it be mentally or physically. I think it was going to take one day at a time for me to feel, the game speed, feel it all over again, and kind of build it from there. But I think going in, I just wanted to be ready. I wanted to be prepared. I wanted my body to feel ready for those routes and all those cuts and all those change of directions. And I think I did that. And now it's just time to continue to build those blocks. And I think each day gets better and better.
Vic, do you have to fight the temptation of here we go again kind of thing for you and your body about being out of practice?
Not really. I think I know the difference of something that's really bothering me, something that would take a long time, and something that's just okay. I mean, this normal football training camp kind of soreness, things that just come about as training camp goes on. But I'm not having those doubts or those feelings in my mind right now.
It was a few days ago, but when snacks hit you practice, was that a moment for you, like when you got up and realized you were all there? Was that one of those big moments for you?
Definitely, especially when you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
Especially when you're just running and that hit kind of blindsides you, and you lay there. You're like, okay, I'm okay, and I can get up and continue to keep going. So I think that was definitely one of those plays, one of those days where I felt like I'm coming around a little bit.
In the future, would you prefer those lessons to be not with a 350-pound man?
Yes, obviously in the future, I don't want the largest man on our team hitting me. So that hopefully if we can refrain from that, that'd be okay.
Victor, is there any specific expectations you set for yourself for this coming season?
Just to be, I think I've said it before, just to be the player that I once was. I don't want to be out here feeling less of myself or feeling anywhere below of how I feel I should be out here. I think the only expectation was for me to come out here, feel like myself, be in and out of my breaks, run proper routes, be at the proper depths of what I need to do from an assignment perspective, and then let everything else take care of itself.
That's still achievable, you think?
Absolutely.